What's going on, you guys, and welcome to another video. Hope you guys are having a great day today. So, as you guys can clearly see on the title of the video, we're going to be talking about all the things that you need for the Coyote swap for your 3-valve. I got the website pulled up. I wrote a whole list for everything you need to get this video smooth. And first off, I want to say Happy New Year's to you guys. I hope you guys are having a great New Year so far. So every year, well, I mean, I'm gonna do like a tradition, I guess. But last year I started a thing where I said I only had 200 subscribers, and I said my goal by the end of this last year, 2017, was 1,000 subscribers, and we hit that. So for that, I thank you guys so much. We hit the goal. In fact, we quadrupled that goal basically. So we're currently at 4,000 subscribers, and I just want to thank you guys so much for subscribing and showing the love and support. So basically goals. So I'm going to do one for this year as well. For this year, so last year we hit 200 and we were going to hit 1,000. That was my goal for the end of 2017, and we hit that. And for this year, I want my goal to be 10,000 subscribers. So hopefully we can start this journey, and hopefully we make it. Let's do it. So thank you guys out there. Happy New Year's, and let's get going with the video. Alright, so the first thing you need obviously is the motor itself, which I'm going to tell you everything that I got as far as price and which motor I got, and I'm going to show you where I got it as well, or what I can. To start out with the motor, I actually got an F150 5.0 motor, mostly because that's all I can afford. I literally had to go the cheapest route possible because I don't have that much money. Like, I'm pretty broke. I got the motor, and it's from the guy who's doing my motor, Nick. He special ordered like the motor. It's an LKQ commercial company that sends out crate motors to shops, so they don't have a website where you can just order one. You have to like go to a shop and have them order it. So if you guys are looking into that, you're gonna have to go to a shop, but I'm sure that you can just buy a crate motor from anywhere if you just look online. But that's where I got mine. And also, before I go any further, I do want to say tomorrow I'm going to see him. He's pulling out the 3-valve motor out of the car, and I'll have him explain further into detail what you need for literally everything as well. That way, if I missed anything, he will go ahead and cover it, and so make sure to stay tuned. Alright, so next thing is the accessory kit, which, oh, by the way, the motor I got was about $2,500 just for the it's an F150 motor with, it's a 5.0 with 89,000 miles on it, and I got it for $2,500. So since I'm doing an F150 motor, I'm gonna need a couple more things than if you just had a 5.0 motor, and I'm gonna let you know which parts you need if you had a 5.0 versus if you have the F150 and what you need. So next thing is the accessory kit, such as your alternator relocation bracket, just everything, your control park wiring harness, your ECU, etc. Which it's right here from the Power by the Hour. They offer literally everything you need, pretty much. You need a timing cover, which it basically all came out to about $2,600 for the accessory kit. However, when I got the motor as well. When I go to Nick's, I'll show you guys the motor, and that should come out about $2,600, and you should be able to find that at powerbythehour.com or pbhperformance.com. So that's the website. I'll probably put it up right beside my head, I'm sure. Alright, so the next thing is, if you have an F150, this is for F150 motor swaps, you're going to need GT Mustang 5.0 cams. The F150 cams that are in it is made for towing. It's a milder cam for more torque, and so you're just going to need some basic GT Mustang cams. There's 4 of them, and you can just find it for about $200 to $400 ish, depending on where you get it, obviously. So that's that. Another thing is, so I'm just going to go in order what you need for the F150 versus the Coyote. For Coyote, you don't need any of this. but for an F-150 you need it, so you're like transferring it to a Coyote motor, a GT Mustang motor. So the first is the cams, the second is the the oil pump gears, and the crankshaft combo. It's like a combination. You're gonna need both of those. Another thing that F-150 comes with without, that the GT Mustang comes with, is a windage tray. And I mean, you can get that, but I mean, I am personally. Alright, so now as a whole, as an engine, no matter what you have, you're gonna need a flywheel. You're gonna need, which you can get a used flywheel. You can get a used flywheel for pretty cheap, or you can just buy a brand new one. You don't need a clutch, and you don't need a new transmission. You can use your 3650. However, I don't know how long it's gonna last. It should hold up pretty well, but eventually I am gonna save up for T56. You also need headers. So you can keep your mid-pipe, or mid-pipe out to your axle backs, but you can't keep your headers, obviously, because that's to the 3-valve. So you're gonna need new headers. I mean, here's what you can do. You can do multiple things. You can do shorty headers for the Coyote, or you could do long tube headers. Just get it out of the way, just stick it in there. Or you could just put on the stock manifolds and have it come down and connect it back to whatever piping you have, which is the cheapest route. But I went ahead and I got the long tube headers, and it comes in on Monday. That is, oh, and gaskets. Alright, so for the gaskets, you don't really need them, but I would recommend getting new gaskets for everything. That way everything goes in smoothly, such as your timing cover, your valve covers, rear main seal, and your windage oil pan gasket. So those are just the basic gaskets that you should, I would say, buy. It was only $150 for me. I think you can get it from anywhere, American Muscle. Nick just went ahead and got them for me, but it's $150 for that. And I think I pretty much covered everything that you need. I'm gonna tell you in total. So I have an F-150 motor. The only difference, I'm going to tell you the difference between an F-150 motor and a Coyote motor right here. The only difference are these things right here. Alright, so the only difference is between a 5.0 F-150 versus a Mustang 5.50 or Mustang 5.0 is that the compression for the 5.0 and the F-150 is a little bit lower. It's a 10.5 to 1 compression, whereas the Mustang GT compression is at 11 to 1. The F-150 has a milder cam for torque at low RPMs. It's got different manifolds, obviously, which is, you're going to take that off anyways. The tuning is a little bit different. It's tuned for towing, but once you get a custom tune from Lund or anywhere like that, it should be fine. It'll run good. F-150 does not have a windage tray, which is why I'm getting one, and that's the F-150. Now the Mustang Coyote 5.0 has an 11 to 1 compression, as I said. It has a higher revving cam profile, so it loses torque, but your horsepower it's gonna shoot up, and it's tuned for performance, and it has bigger oil pump gears, which is why you need the oil pump gears for the F-150. However, you don't need oil pump gears for, if you buy a 5.0 motor, a Mustang, you don't need oil pump gears, I'm pretty sure. You don't need the windage tray, and that's pretty much it. You're gonna still need everything else though. So that's pretty much it. I hope I covered everything. If not, I'm going to Nick's tomorrow. He's gonna cover everything. I'm gonna ask him what all he got, so I'll let him explain to you guys as well. Now, in total of how much money I spent on the motor, I spent about $5,200 for the motor and the accessories, and then I have to buy long tube headers, oil pump gears, and flywheel GT cams, and that's pretty much it as far as a normal build. So in total, without including labor, it should be around $6,000, not including labor, as I said. So labor can also vary up and down. Alright, so basically at the end of the day, once I get everything built, the only difference between a normal GT Mustang versus what I'm gonna have is just the compression. That's literally it. I'll have everything the same. So at the end of the day, I'm only gonna have a 0.5 difference in compression, and that's the only difference. So I should be good with that as well. So, and I heard that lower compression is better anyways. It's just I won't have as much horsepower, I guess, but we'll see. I'm sure this project will go on, and we'll see how much horsepower I get to take it to a dyno and just build it. So, alright, so basically one last thing. I'm going to put everything into the description what you need, and I'm going to put a price tag or about what you should be spending right underneath for everything as well. And if I can, I'll find a website and put it right beside it as well, so you can find every little piece. I hope I covered everything, and that's pretty much it. If you guys like this video, make sure to smash the like button, and if you're not already subscribed to the channel, make sure to hit the button. And like always guys, have a great day. Peace.